Hi, my name is David Campbell. I'm with Freedom Marine, and we're here in Vancouver, British Columbia, on a crisp November day, and we're going to do a quick walkthrough of this 2022 Galeon 500 Fly. So come on aboard. So Galeon yachts are now the #1 selling larger production builder in North America. One of the reasons Galeon has had that success is because of all of the innovation they put into their boats. So quickly, before we go inside, I'm just going to point out that we have dual port and starboard beach mode fold-out side decks. We have a high-low swim platform where you can mount a jet ski or even a tender. We also have a opening garage, which for a 50-foot production-built boat, that Galeon may be the only builder right now offering a garage in a 50-foot boat. So pretty neat innovation. And more is we have a 360-degree rotating aft bench seat on this boat. So when you get to your destination, you can turn it around and watch the anchorage, the view, the sun going down while you have your charcuterie platter and your glass of wine after a day's voyage. But before we check out all those features, let's step inside and have a look. So as we move inside the Galeon 500, the first thing you might notice is a triple panel aft deck door, which right now opens up to the full width or near full width of the salon side cabin. As we move in, you see this lovely aft galley. It is the trend in boat building these days to move the galley aft to your outdoor social area in the cockpit. And one of the great Galeon features that we sort of mentioned earlier, but when you do have the boat in beach mode, is you also have this side window that folds forward, and you've got effectively a bar counter with stools on the outboard side on the port side, and on the starboard side we have this door slid forward, and we now have a nice bench seat with a backrest that converts to fore or aft, and it gives you the ability to sit out and watch the world go by on your side deck of the vessel. So we've moved a few steps forward from the galley, and we're in what I would call the salon, sort of lower helm area of the boat. As you can see, this boat is finished with the satin walnut finish, American walnut wood. Got a nice table with a sort of insert here, nice detail, expansive U-shaped seating area, massive side windows. All the windows have blinds on them, and opposite the seating area here is a really conveniently located high-low TV. So in the salon area, kind of a cool feature is our dual-person helm chair does rotate on its base and makes a really cool extended seating area on this boat. And then another interesting feature is these two seats, not only do they offer storage below them, but they slide out so you can sit opposite your dining table. So now we've got seating around the dining table for easily 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 comfortable people, and 8 if you're friends and family and tight together. So the Galeon 500 Flybridge comes with 2 helm stations. We're now at the lower helm station, which has dual 12-inch Raymarine displays, has a Volvo engine display. We've got our integrated autopilot, bow and stern thruster, wiper delay controls, and Volvo electronic controls, and the safety security ignitions for the Volvo motors and your standard trim tabs. And then kind of one of the neat features of this helm area is we also have a starboard and port high-low windows. So now we're going to have a look at the lower deck accommodation area, so follow me. So we've moved down to the accommodation deck on this Galeon 500, and before we move into the owner's stateroom, just want to point out that we have a really cool VIP stateroom forward in the bow. We've got a third stateroom here on the side with high-low bunks. We've got a day head, which is also en suite for the VIP, and if you follow me, we'll open this door and just go have a look at the owner's stateroom. So we're in the primary or owner stateroom of the Galeon now, and just want to point out we've got a really nice, comfortable island queen bed. We've got some really neat accent lighting behind the headboard. We've got sort of accent lights beside the beds. We've got adjustable reading lights on either side, USB charger plugs for your iPhone or Android phones, and this boat came equipped with the single seat here on the port side with a makeup station and sort of felt-lined storage for your assortment of Rolex watches. And truly the greatest feature or innovation in boats these days are these massive hull side windows that it just can't imagine being able to wake up on a sunny summer morning and have the view that would just flow through these great big windows in the hull sides. Lots of storage in the primary stateroom here. So we've got cupboards on the starboard side with shelves for storage. And moving a little bit forward, we've got a extremely generous hanging locker with kind of a funky light bar in there, and shelf storage for your shoes and other things like that. And then forward, we've got the Samsung TV, and we also have the washer and dryer combination unit here. And it's kind of neat that we've got the washer and dryer right in the owner's stateroom, because primarily this is where you sort of create the most dirty laundry, and so to have it here just creates an additional convenience for the use and enjoyment of the boat. So we're in the ensuite head for the primary owner's stateroom, and located on the port side of the boat. And we have a nice Tecma head with a soft closing lid and seat. We've got a counter mount bowl sink with more of the very stylish European faucet hardware, I would call it. We still have an expanse of glass out the side of the hull, so just a beautiful place to sort of start your day, I guess. And over here where I'm standing in the stall shower that features a frameless glass shower enclosure. We've got more Euro style faucet hand shower, and certainly for me at 6'1", I've got 3-4 inches above me, and so lots of headroom in this space on the boat. We're now in the forward, sort of what I would call the VIP guest stateroom in the bow of the Galeon 500, and you can see once again a island bed, queen size with steps up the sides. We've got overhead lighting, accent lighting, reading lights, and so you've got lots of light to come in artificially, but then you look up and we've got these skylights moving all the way forward with privacy blinds when you need it, but the natural light that's fed into the space between the skylights above and the expansive side windows in the hull, and it's just a really, really sweet stateroom. All right, so third stateroom, we've got the high-low bunks and reading lights, another hull side window there to let natural light in, blinds for privacy that drop down, and a nice, comfortable sized hanging locker as well. Now we're going to move up to the flybridge on the Galeon 500. So right now you see that we've got oversized handholds, nice gradual set of stairs going up, and as you can see as well, natural teak decking stair treads. Follow me? So now that we're up here on the flybridge of the Galeon 500, as you can see, we've got a massive space to entertain your friends and family. This outdoor dining area has a fold-out table with expansive U-shaped seating around. And then in dining mode, the backrest here folds forward for a really nice, comfortable place to sit. So moving forward from the dining area on the flybridge of this Galeon 500, we have another seating area forward, U-shaped seating area here for lots of people to sort of, watch the driver. And forward of the seating area, we don't have the cushions in place right now, but large sun pad for getting all the UV you need these days. And then we've got a really nice, comfortable two-person helm chair with a very functional upper helm area. We've got 3 cups for drinks. We've got the electronic controls, a bow and stern thruster controls, trim tabs, and we've got the Raymarine Axiom Pro 12-inch chart plotter with the Volvo Penta engine display. We also, in addition to that, we've got the Fusion stereo, which is playing through overhead speakers aft under the hardtop. And throughout the whole space, we've got overhead LED lighting as well as some of the nice LED blue accent lights around the deck. So we talked earlier about the cool features that the Galeon boats come with these days, and probably the most innovative feature that attracts the most attention at boat shows is the beach mode setup on these Galeon boats. So both the port and starboard side decks will actually lower down, effectively increasing your square footage of outdoor living area. So we now have the port side deck or beach mode platform folded out. We've installed the 2 pedestal stools and just lift up this extendable countertop, and I'm ready for a margarita, please. So we've got the starboard side deck folded out in beach mode now. We've got the stanchions in place. We've got the safety rope there as well. And with the side window slid forward, we've got a pretty cool convertible bench seat here that you can just hang out and watch the world go by. So I'm now standing on the swim step, and I just want to point out that in addition to the grill on the flybridge wet bar area, we do have a second grill for cooking down here on the main deck of the boat. And so we've got that option here. And then a neat option on this particular boat is this rotating bench seat. We're so used to seeing all the seating facing forward on these boats, and in this case, Galeon came up with this very innovative 180-degree turning seat. So all I really do is just rotate it around and step up. And not a bad place to be to watch the sun go down. So if you haven't figured it out already, Galeon is all about innovation. And one of the coolest features on this 50 Galeon flybridge boat is it's got a tender garage. And so with the push of a button, and you've got this option to put a small Williams jet tender in here. Currently, we've got it utilized for storage, and so you've got some flexibility where you can put a tender in the space if you're not using it for storage. You can also, if a tender's in here, you can use the high-low swim step as a place for a jet ski or a second tender, or you can just have your primary tender on the swim step and just, once again, keep this area just for storage. So I'm just going to demonstrate the high-low swim platform on this boat. We talked earlier about it being able to carry a jet ski or a small tender, and so I'm going to lower it now, and one of the other innovative features is this boarding set of stairs. And as you can see, it sort of, as the platform's going down into the ocean, the stairs sort of accordion down and makes a very functional way to get in or out of the water. So I've moved to the engine space on this boat, and as you can see, I've removed the insulated hatch from the galley sole, and there's a nice stainless ladder to get into the space. And right now I'm sitting in between the 2 D11 Volvo diesels. Rated horsepower is 670 horsepower per side, and This is a shaft boat. A lot of people think it might be an IPS pod boat, but it is a shaft boat, even though it is the diesel Volvo power. So we're now in this engine room space of the Galeon 500, and as you can see, it's actually surprisingly roomy down here. And so I've got lots of room in between the main motors. I can move outboard if I choose to service the outboard sides of them. Forward of the port motor here, we've got the hot water heater, we've got the muffler system for the main engine, and then we've got this port side 900 liter fuel tank. 900 liters, that's about 240 gallons. And obviously behind me, we've got the starboard side fuel tank. And then outboard starboard side, got the muffler system with the 17 kilowatt Onan Cummins genset. It's got a sound shield on it, and also if you look outboard there, it also has the water exhaust separator on the generator, which just makes the exhaust noise when the generator is running just extra quiet for people sort of moored, anchored around you when the generator is running. All right, so we're now in the aft starboard corner of the engine room space. Right in front of me here is the insulation around the actual tender garage that we looked at earlier. And then I've got this watertight door here, and I've got a light switch above me. And when I open that up, I've got access to the whole lazarette area for the boat. So in here, we've got the stern thruster for the boat. We've got additional batteries for the house system on the boat. We've got the hydraulic package for the high-low swim step. And once again, just it continues to be an extremely well laid out, functionable boat. This boat's got twin Volvo D11 diesels. Each diesel motor is rated at 670 horsepower. With the twin 670 horsepower, this boat top speed is an honest 30 knots, and that 30 knot top speed will give you a comfortable cruise speed of about 20 to 25 knots wherever you want to sort of position the boat and be most comfortable running at that. The transmissions are V-drive transmissions with the shafts going straight aft from them. The real benefit of V-drives is it allows you to position the motors further aft in the boat, but still have a shaft-driven boat. And the benefit of having the motors further aft in the boat is you gain all kinds of interior volume for your accommodation spaces. And truly, if you remember the owner's primary stateroom and the expanse of it all, you gain all that space in a boat like this by having the motors and the V-drive transmissions positioned further aft in it.